Licht, I can hear you wrestling in the background.
Oh, my bad.
All right. So, this is going to be the final match of UTF, The Last Wardens. Now, you all, like I said, are part of the Last Wardens group, and all the other forces have gone. You are the last force to go. Pretty much what this whole thing is you guys are going to be working together to solve one goal as opposed to what normally is fighting against each other. All four of you are working together. Now, let's explain the situation. All four of you are dropped in the middle of Times Square. Just like right there, boom, middle of New York. And it is in utter chaos. There are buildings destroyed. Everything's in ruins because there is a whole army that is invading. There's a whole army that is invading the city. They have guns. They've got explosives. They've got melee. They've got armor. They've got so much stuff, and they are geared out to the teeth to take the city over. You guys are coming in halfway through. Now there are three things that you all were going to have to focus on. First off, how well you guys can fight. Well, no, how well you guys can find these people. There are going to be people scattered everywhere, trapped under buildings, running away, hostages. How do you find them? Number two, how well do you defend them? They're going to be attacked, and they are the citizens. It is your job to defend them as best as they can. And number three, how well you can fight the army. How well you can fight and keep that front line strong, as well as fighting the person who is leading this army, Lawyer. And with all of that in mind, any questions?
Not yet, but I definitely will have some.
We get Magnar.
Okay, then. Then with that, it's time to start the final match and show us what you're made of. Licht, start us off. What's your first initial plan here?
So are these civilian, ragged civilians? Are they in rubble, hiding, or kind of just like running about chaos?
Everywhere, in rubble, running around. It's New York, lots of people.
The ones that are running around, I would try to like use my slipper strategy to grab and just teleport out as far as I can. Kind of like quickly get all the ones that are at least moving about.
All right, so teleporting all over the city, finding people, teleporting them back, right?
Yeah, teleport back to the safe spot. And sort of like giving them away, like, trying to keep out of sight from like Lawyer or Lawyer and his IRS men, and just trying to just generally keep them out of harm's way. Civilians come first for this.
All right. All right, pretty good initial strategy. Lucky.
I can't read anything that was said. I didn't hear anything. Was that all via was that via message or was that actually an
Muted.
audio? Because I didn't hear anything coming from Lick at
Before I
all.
muted.
He said he'll be putting down portals everywhere to try to get the civilians to safety.
He's going to be jumping all over the place.
I think will be useful with my abilities right here. I'm assuming, okay, I'm going to take a shot in the dark. There's probably a lot of crap that's on fire, I'm guessing.
Yes, lots of fire.
As a given, just because, again, this is a little out of my element, my first instinct is probably going to be having aloe plants spawn everywhere, anywhere that'll then line of sight for any kind of burn victims. As there will be, I feel like I'm going to have to run support for this, at least initially.
You make roots or vines, if I remember.
I'm probably okay. Then using vines, I'm probably going to try and do whatever I can for like anything that looks like it may collapse or isn't sturdy, as far as like buildings go, basically trying to make that spawn into place to reinforce like weak infrastructure. I'm kind of running blind a little bit here. So that seems like the best thing I can do at the moment.
All right. So tell the vines to like block it, keep it from falling. And
More or less, like when you ever see vines grow up on like old buildings that are half dilapidated, something along those lines.
Okay. Is that it?
With my abilities, it seems like the only real good option I have at the moment, anyways. I'll probably be trying to assist search the rebel for people that are trapped, but that's as far as what my abilities can do. That's probably all I can really do with that effectively at the moment.
All right, Undying.
I am going to, for one, I'm going to use my other power for the first time. I'm going to shoot a beam at our team that is going to enhance our senses so we can better find people, see the soldiers, all that. I'm going to call out to Licht to get up somewhere high and find out where the army's coming from so we can try to herd civilians away from them easier.
All right.
And then I am going to use my force fields to try to push the crowds to safety.
And how would you do that?
It gives me that information. If they're in the streets, I'm actually just going to try to like block off the road and then push them towards whatever direction he says is safe.
Okay, so rather than putting them on a person, you're just putting them there as a wall.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, what happened to the fourth guy?
I don't know. You just like using it and then bonk. I'm trying to message him now. He hasn't responded back. It's getting a little annoying.
Think his phone died or something?
Maybe I think that's what happened. Oh, he's back.
There he is. Speaking of the devil.
Go.
And he's back.
What happened?
The internet disconnected on me.
Oh.
That's fair.
All right, Jungle, I'm going to catch you up. Pretty much. Did you hear what the match is?
Nope.
Okay, well, pretty much. You guys are dropped right in the middle of New York. Everything's on fire. People are running away. There is a whole army, guns, weapons, armor, everything, sieging the city. Lawyer is leading them. And it's going to be up to you four to save the people and fight the army. You're being judged on 3 things. How well you can find the people, how well you can defend the people, and how well you can fight the army. Everyone's plan so far. Licht said that he's going to be using his portals to jump all over the city finding people. Lucky 13 says he's going to be summoning his roots to stop the building from falling down, stop buildings from collapsing. Undying is going to summon force fields, and Undying also buffed everyone's senses. So hearing, sight, smell, all that stuff buffed. But Undying is also putting up force fields to block shots to protect civilians. What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Jungler, what are you doing? Is he talking?
No.
He is. I'm guessing he is the thinking. Jungler?
Juggler? Or is it jungler? I can't see.
Yeah, like a jungler.
Okay.
Like Warwick.
Oh no, I saw him light up.
Plant point number 2. I'm getting a flashback to last night.
Jungler, I do get that you are new to this, but you will have to say things a little faster.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is your plan? How are you going to use your power to help out?
Mm-hmm.
Can I give recommendation?
Yeah, you guys can recommend. You guys are on the same team.
I would suggest that we have someone else try to more block army off, similar to what Undying is using. As for knowledge, his force field can't cover every direction. So having another person be able to block off routes, or use your route to start attacking army. There's another one.
All right. So, Jungler, how do you plan on fighting the army?
How do I become in fighting the army?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Jungler, I'm gonna need a response pretty soon.
So what am I trying to do?
Okay, so we're right now in a situation where we're like middle of a city, invading armies coming in, led by a lawyer.
Mhm.
I'm requisitioning civilians with portals. Lucky's stopping buildings from collapsing and counter-rescue civilians as well. Undying stopping army from advancing with force fields and hinting our senses.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend we have someone who is right now going to start trying to attack the army.
Jungler, are you stalling because you don't remember your power?
No, I remember it. I don't.
Just think of anything you can do. Literally anything.
Slap them.
Okay.
Say what you think so far. Otherwise, I have to move on.
So I could just use my power to like fight the army.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
How do you fight them though? Like, what are you doing? Because no one knows. People need to know what they're seeing.
I use my vine from my hand, and I'll just like slap them around or something like that.
All right, so you summon the vine from your hand and just smack as many army people as you can.
Yes.
All right, what type of vine are we using? And by type, I mean I know we discussed this a while back. The thickness.
At least half the size of my palm.
All right, so you're using like the pretty meaty sized vine, just smacking as many army people as you can.
Yes.
Using your full range?
Yes.
All right, so a full 15-yard radius of people are just being smacked by one giant vine coming out of the jungler's hand. Just smack, 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 smack. All right. Now that we got that, Jungler, keep thinking about how you're going to answer these next questions. That way you're not too slow on your turn.
Mm-hmm.
So, not licked, lawyer, it's your turn. Lawyer, you're the leader of this place. What are you going to do to stop these heroes from saving the city?
He's the leader of the IRS.
Keep in mind,
Yes,
lawyer
my-
is
my
not
IRS
all-star buff.
My IRS agents are taxing the city in any way possible. So since it appears that two of the main ways of them using their abilities revolve around vines or roots or plant-like structures, I'm going to tell them do I have Molotovs?
You've got those. You've got fire. I mean, the buildings were on fire before, so yes, there has to be fire.
So basically I say light them up with fire this time. So that's the command I'll be sending to the people. I'll still have a back the closer up I will have them send Molotovs towards the front. towards the people. Vines, aim for anything green, aim for the people. The fire that I'll have the back line still have weapons, their guns and everything. I'm going to specifically grab at least one guy and tell him to aim at the shields, and I'm going to buff or amp his recoil on his gun so he can shatter those shields like immediately.
Okay, so someone shooting at the shields, Lawyer, you're going to buff the recoil on that bullet to have it just bam right through the shield.
Correct.
All right, as well as using fire based. All right, I like it. Keep going. Anything else?
That's mostly my plan for the militia. Now, my plan alone has to be. I'm not allowed to take any. Am I allowed to take any items from the militia?
Do whatever the heck you want.
Okay, I'm probably gonna arm myself with several guns. No, I'm fully decking out and like.
It's Lawyer with a gun. Lawyer with a gun.
So anyway, he started blasting.
Anyways, I start blasting. Since I can amp my recoil, if I ever see a shield, I'm just gonna start blasting. No longer do I need that middleman to shoot at it. No, it's all me. All me. All those shields are gone. Let's see. And I guess I'm gonna have to do the most terrifying part of my power.
Which would be?
For those of you who don't know my power, it's recoil on your abilities.
He hurts you for using your power.
So basically, the more I see someone use their power, the person using the most of their power, I'm gonna target. And I think for the first section, I'm gonna target Undying as I boom down his freaking shields, and then I constantly bombard him with freaking bullets and gosh darn recoil. So I'm gonna take him out first, and then they'll have less protection. Then I think if I see Licht in the time, I'll just shoot him. But I think he's gonna run away. Then I think I'll just go for Licht. Probably will have to be the last one because he's zooming all over the place. But before then, I'm probably just gonna aim for Lucky and freaking Jungler, and simply say, and since they'll like aimed with fire on them, I'm gonna put some more. I'm gonna recoil them, and it appears that the Jungler is using his maximum range, which is pretty nice for me. So I get maximum damage to him.
All right. So everyone heard Lawyer's attack strategy. Let's see. Jungler and Undying, you guys will be hurt continuously if Lawyer catches you with that. Mainly because both of your guys' powers are continuous.
I think everyone's taking it, but yeah.
Licht, you are too, but you're harder to catch.
Yeah.
And Lucky, technically you're continuous, but it ends very shortly. So, with
But
that...
remember, amped gun as well. How far away am I, though, actually?
You can start however the heck far back you want. It's your army.
Enough for me to shoot bullets.
Alright, shoot within bullet shooty range. So, Licht.
Wait, what? Ooh, this is a good question. What weapons do they have specifically?
think of your military.
The one that goes pew.
Okay,
Rifles,
I can
assaults.
probably.
Rifles,
I got-
assaults, rockets, whatever you need.
I'll
Notice,
West. Go on,
noticing,
Licht.
noticing my boys are in trouble.
So, hold up, Licht. First off, I do want to ask. That'll be in for the next round. For here, I want to go Licht. Are you going to be focusing on attacking the army?
I rescued a good amount of civilians, yes.
What?
After I rescued a good amount of civilians, pretty much all the ones like I can see that are running away. Once I clear all the ones that are out of the way first, or get a good amount of them out of the way, I'm gonna leave the rest for the Jungler, Undying, and to sort of like try to protect, and then start kind of take down Lawyer and the army.
All right. And how do you plan on doing that?
So, can I get a rough estimate on how far Lawyer would be?
he's gonna be in various distances, but you know he's gonna be close enough to shoot at you, so within eyesight range at least.
I would like to try to like get around him at some point. Try to teleport, try to do like the arc teleport around him, and then do like a charge tackle and like put a portal in front of me, put a portal in front of him, and just charge him into a portal and cut him off, cut in half.
I cannot hear Licht at all. So just
No, Licht is talking.
Do you want to rejoin and come back?
yeah, 'cause I can't.
No,
hear him.
Licht, you're fine. Lucky needs to rejoin.
I'm not.
Normally, whoever
Because like I can hear you.
normally whoever can't hear somebody is the guy that needs to reconnect.
All right. Let me drop out and drop back in then.
Yeah, I do that kind of like hit him into a portal and like do my finisher style chop in half. The quicker I can get Lori out of the way, the rest of the army will crumble.
Lucky,
There we
hear? Okay, so he's good.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll stop like a dude's.
All right, so Licht, your plan is after you're searching for people, you're going straight for Lawyer, teleport, dive kick into the middle of a portal, and cut him in half.
Yes.
All right.
Or even just like throw a fist, or like not, or even like kind of knock him off the course of like staring at people. So it's like teleport a punch to his face, something like that. Interrupt him and then kill him.
And so, Licht, like I said, your main thing is going to be searching, though, right?
Yes.
And you said like you're gonna mainly search, and then once you're very confident, you'll go after Lawyer.
Yeah. Unless I start noticing the other three start getting a little too beat up.
All right. Then with that, let's move on to Lucky. Lucky, are you
now that
planning,
I feel like I understand things slightly better?
Are you planning on fighting the army?
Lucky,
Yes
if I
and no.
may.
I had questions. Does Lawyer's ability require line of sight?
Pretty much.
Okay, cool. We're in a city. That's perfect. So first thing
Not-
I'm gonna do
Not necessarily.
literally-
It's actually it's if I know your power's being used. If I see your power, that also counts.
Well, that
so-
worked on like spirit-based powers.
So my first line of thinking, just how I would interpret that, would be to find the nearest piece of rubble, building, etc., and try to break line of sight on the hope that can negate anything. And I've been thinking about this a little bit. So first thing first is I have no real form of defense other than negating luck, and so I'm a bit of a history buff. So how familiar are you with the Trojan War? Because I'm going to go into a bit of an odd direction with this.
What's your plan?
So the Greeks actually invented a first makeshift form of Kevlar, like weaving reeds together. So what I'm going to do is basically try to spawn a bunch of vines at point of self to wrap around and give me some, even if it literally is nothing more than just blunt trauma protection, just basically interwoven around my own body, and then let them break off where they're at. And from the point of those roots, just how they have like bandoliers or grenades, I'm gonna have a bandolier of potatoes so I have some form of HP regen readily in hand. And because it technically would be a vine, I want to have thorn vines around my around my fist.
Your
Do
roots.
I thought it was vines and roots.
I said vines or roots at the very beginning because I was trying to find out, and then I said later on you were roots. I was looking through your power when I said that.
Some roots then. Roots can spawn and go outside of just the natural ground, and I'm still covering myself with a bandolier of potatoes.
Right.
So my first instinct is going to be to try and do something other than just run support. So my inclination would be to keep chunks of potato in my mouth for me to steadily chew on and try to go get into the midst of the fray with the army. I'm assuming someone had to have been dropped by now, so there's got to be some weapon readily available somewhere. So at least I can contribute in some kind of combative form. So I'm going to hopefully pick up the first thing I can find, regardless what it is, nom on potatoes, and try to find some form of I'm hoping I can pick up a gun. At least I understand how those work.
Well, I mean, you getting a gun, even a regular person can do that.
Exactly, but my regular ability is roots and negating luck, so I kind of have to go with whatever I can do to contribute in combat at this point. So, my first instinct will be to try and acquire a gun or some form of weapon, And then while nomming on potatoes in the event that I get shot, try to basically, if nothing else, lay down cover fire against the ongoing army.
All right. I really don't know why you're nomming on potatoes, but go on right ahead. And
Well, because I regen HP when I eat vegetables, or eat roots. So, like, if I have a potato I'm about to steadily chew on, in the event I get shot, I'm already in the. I'm basically trying to have a steady. What?
Suggestion:
Yeah.
you fortified the buildings. Maybe you should knock some over.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Drop a building in a bitch.
Then I will do that. If I can use roots to structure things, then I'll use roots to basically kind of eat through the foundation and bring buildings down.
all right, and Lucky, I don't know if it was specified or not. You can't use your own plants to regen yourself. These are the details that come out during a fight.
That was not again because my understanding, I thought I could eat the plants that I could create to heal.
Yeah, I'm looking through that. A lot of times there are details that I miss because I can't expect every scenario from everyone.
I mean, we're in a city, so there's a reason to just find some like random tree growing. Like,
well, I'm about to say, surely somebody's got a flower box full of flowers I can eat. Like some moss on a park bench, something. That's.
I got the idea of Lucky ripping the plant off a child's hand and eating it.
This is my little ficus. Oh no!
No.
So
you,
Lucky.
Sam.
So Lucky. What else were you doing?
Well, I guess instead of bringing buildings down and trying to arm myself, hell, that kind of limits what I had in mind offhand. I'm probably going to be looking for some kind of plant life anywhere in the city. I swear, if someone gives me some cauliflower bites from some vegan place, I'm going to be pissed. So that I have some kind of way to regen in the event that I do get harmed.
Oh, hey, Echo. Hello, Echo.
So yeah, primarily going to be trying to bring buildings down by basically destroying foundations with roots, and trying to get my hands on some kind of weapon and/or way to heal myself. Whichever comes first.
All right. Let me mute myself. Oh my God! Lucky 13. He has the power to summon roots.
Couldn't just use your groups off of graphic people's feet.
Why isn't he saying go at the people?
Couldn't use your groups off of graphic people's feet, holding them down.
He's saying he says I'm gonna have it make armor for myself. That's a good idea. Damn, I don't know what else to do.
Oh yeah, well I figured if I was trying to focus on bringing buildings down, that I would. I mean, no, because that had crossed my mind.
And then Lick is saying, well, what if you use it to bring buildings down? That's obvious.
I mean, I'm down to do that. I just,
Hey, it's something else you can do that contributes.
Did he say Echo before he left? It sounded like he said Echo.
I mean, I said hi, but that was it. All right, so. All right, Lucky, is that it?
I think so.
All right. Jungler. Are you planning on fighting the enemy army?
Yes.
So what's your plan for taking them down?
I'm just gonna... I'm gonna shoot out a vine, like, out of my palm, out of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just gonna try and find one person, wrap him around with my vine, and just hit other people with the vine.
So you're using a person as a human mallet.
He's grooting the people.
Yeah, he is I am grooting and just smack.
Yes.
Alright, any other way you're gonna fight?
Impale.
Nope. Just that.
Impale?
The Groot Impale. Wait, that also worked.
Jungler, do you know what the Groot Impale is?
No.
You use your root, stab it through a whole bunch of people, and swing it around like Groot.
The advanced maul.
Yeah, but I'll just stick with what I'm doing.
Okay. So a whole lot. a whole lot of smacky smack. Just smack, smack, smack. No one's getting near you. All right, and that seems like it. Undying, are you planning on fighting the enemy army?
Absolutely not. I will be getting, as soon as I can get civilians to some kind of safe area, I'll try to direct them out of the line of sight of Lawyer's powers, his line of sight, and I've probably taken a pretty decent amount of damage, so I'll throw one around myself.
All right, you're throwing
away.
your force field over yourself because they...
Yes.
Both people cut out for me. That's funny.
Like, just to keep yourself from damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, we're going... Oh, wait, is that it? Okay, you said no, never mind. We're going back up to Licht. So, Licht, what's your plan for defense? Well, more importantly, are you going to be defending against the army? And regardless of what you say, how are you going to defend against Lawyer? Because you yourself are being attacked. You're being shot at. You're having Lawyer shoot guns at people. And most likely you're being hurt for usage of your power. So...
mainly trying to deal with this. My main defense is going to be the best offense of trying to deal with Warrior as fast as I can. And once that happens, I want to try to like use more portals to sort of cut people up and open a portal, have their line of, instead of them shooting at me, then I shoot at their best friend or whatever kind of thing. Use portals, hit high behind portals and stuff. As well as trying to rely on my my exosuit to pick some of the damage for me.
Alright, so, I'm being shot at, reverse card.
Yeah, in reverse.
Alright.
I would have taken the strategy up a little bit for the thing. I deal with Lawyer first, and then deal with people.
Yes.
That's what I'm doing.
Here's something I do have to say. If you're going to come for me first, good luck rushing a guy with a gun.
Lawyer's got a point.
I'm fast.
You do need
I mean, Licht has portals. You can just portal behind you.
Or above you.
Back.
I mean, unlike other heroes, you don't have 360-degree vision, so you can't predict where I'm going from every single time. That's kind of my strategy. Eventually,
I'm gonna have cover. It's not like I'm just alone. I have people around me. Like, you're going straight into the battlefield, and if you're expecting just to take me out and be free, even if you do get to take me out, right? You're gonna die in the process. There's plenty of people right around. You're going straight into the mouth of the beast.
That's things where it's a chance I'm willing to take, but at the same time, who really expects someone to just appear out of nowhere behind their boss and just cut them in half? Or like above their boss and shove their boss into the ground.
The boss
You
who
don't even
tells
have to appear.
the boss who goes, "Hey, this guy has portals."
Yes.
Lawyer expects it, but again, it's one of the things of they're also trying to shoot down the entire city, and if I can appear from any point, it's eventually
Shock
I can get
factor
through.
isn't really a thing.
I can also just create portals and just have them shoot through that, and just have them also keep their own army too as well. That's another thing you can do.
Also shoot in your portals, by the way. So I could simply just aim for your port, and like you're about to end out, and then just slice straight through you. Your portals ain't just your advantage. Every time you have a portal,
I can also hide behind my portals too.
That you can. Alright, is that it, Licht?
Instead of doing the charge out, can I do a sky superhero landing on him in the sky?
I mean, I think you'll be gunned down. But yeah.
More like kind of falling very fast, just falls on nowhere, crunch kind of thing. You seem to break my fall, then teleport out.
You're gonna break your fall too.
Are you trying to suicide bomb?
That's basically a suicide bomb.
I mean, I also learned the fact that us heroes have a reduced, increased durability.
Which means Lawyer does as well.
I mean, but he's also down. I can very quickly throw in portal and get out.
If you plan on superhero landing on him to do enough damage to hurt him like that with the kick. I mean, sure,
I
it's
got
gonna.
the super hand land and teleport out kind of thing. That'll keep him down for a little bit.
I'm saying watch out with how fast you're going because you'll end up hurting
Yeah.
yourself in the process.
Wait, wait.
Military gear as well. I am geared up, and also increased recoil on leg. Your leg's gonna be gone, buddy.
Instead of dropping myself on, I got my pseudo armor on him.
Wait, why do you have a suit of armor?
My exosuit.
Why not?
Yeah, yes. How do you have the suit of armor?
My Geska suit. I'm assuming I still have my gear, don't I?
Yeah, you have your gear.
Yeah, just get out of it and drop it on him.
So
Without
you're
pieces of it on him.
so you're planning on using your exosuit to break some of the fall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or-
Licked, is that it for defense?
Yeah.
All right. Lucky, are you planning on defending?
Okay, I know this is going to sound like a very vague-ish question, but I don't exactly know how to make it more. Okay, so where am I in relation to either Lawyer or his army? Like, what is closer to me presently?
The army will always be closer, and there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, is Lawyer within line of sight to me currently, and is my ability limited by range or line of sight?
Both.
Okay, so like, what is the effective range then if it is an elimination of
I
range?
believe it was 50 yards.
How far is Lawyer from me?
However far he wants to be.
Yeah, that doesn't exact. Okay.
That's
So-
because if you get stuck on the exacts, you'll lose.
Yeah, and I'm aware, but I was like, I'm limited by so much range. I was trying to figure out how far, So, being as there is obviously all these nearby members of this army, so can't form the plant, but I can form the root of the plant. I want it to basically stab into the feet of any and all troops that I can see that I have within range. And I just want poison hemlock roots to shoot up underneath all of them and stab it in the feet.
So you're planning on lightly ticking them or just straight up impaling them with the roots?
Killing them with the roots with a very poisonous plant.
Okay. So, poisonous roots. Smack, smack, smack,
Yeah,
smack, smack.
poison hemlock.
So poisonous roots are just spiking up from the ground, impaling hordes of people. If I'm correct, yes?
Yes. Meaning
Alright.
it's extremely fatal, ingested, and we're putting it right into blood. Why not?
Alright. Anything else? Well, that one's mainly for offense. Are you planning on defending?
As far as, well, it seems like Undyne has pretty much got civilian defense covered. So as far as myself, I'm probably going to be trying to huddle behind any available rubble or whatnot because I don't really have a whole lot of defense options outside of that. So mainly, if I'm going to be focusing on troops, I'm going to be trying to actively stay out of Lawyer's line of sight if I do happen to see him at all. And so basically, I'm going to probably try to be navigating in between buildings, basically trying to harass the army and stay out of sight of anything and everything I can.
Alright. And if that's the case, Jungler, are you planning on defending the people?
No.
Alright, just stick to offense.
Yes.
Sticking to offense, just smacking them with the vine. Alright, Undying.
Offense is the best defense. Kill
Undying.
them all, there's nothing to be afraid of.
What's your plan for defense? How are you going to defend against... hold up. I should probably backtrack a little bit. Going back to Jungler.
Yeah.
What's your plan for defending yourself? You're going to be shot at, and Lawyer is going to be hurting you for using your power.
Mhm.
And there's fire. What do you do about the fire?
Okay. I don't think I can do anything with the fire because I'm just grass And if I use my vine, it'll just burn. And since it's a part of me, that would be bad. So I'm defending myself by like the bullets and stuff. I'll just wrap around. Yeah, I'll just wrap around the vine into like a circle and try to like protect as much as I can.
Ah, vine shield.
Yes.
All right. Anything else for your defense?
No.
All right. Pretty decent defense against yourself. What about lawyer? What happens when lawyer says, "Hey, your power, you're gonna get hurt for it"?
I can't really do anything there.
So you're just gonna simply tolerate it?
Yes.
All right. Undying. Are you planning on defending the peoples?
Same way I've been doing it, but I'm going to be directing them in ways that he won't be able to see.
How?
Sending him behind buildings. And since buildings are collapsing, it's going to be kicking up a lot of smoke and dust all over the place. So that should be blocking his line of sight as well.
They are, but they're not exactly you're not exactly covered in a complete ash and fog and ward. You can still see. And more importantly, directing anybody can do. So what's your plan here?
Well, just keeping the barriers up between them and him and the army. And that's pretty much all I've got for the moment.
And to be clear, you're not trapping the people in the barrier. You're making a bunch of barriers to form a wall, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
What
never
about
down.
the injured peoples? Because everyone that licked fines aren't going to be exactly healthy.
Point. Them I will have to put in the domes and push them along like that.
Because what's the
After
point
a
of
period.
what's the point of putting them in the dome?
It will heal them.
All right. So any injured people, you're putting them in the dome, healing spell, and you're marching them along until they're good enough. Then take my dome back.
Then pushing them along in the dome away from the army, yeah.
All right. Now here is a question. What's your plan for when lawyer looks at you and go, "Ooh, shields hurt"?
Try to keep them out of line of sight as much as possible.
Just try to avoid him as much as possible.
Yeah, plenty of buildings around, shouldn't be too hard.
All right. So also simply tolerate it.
Yeah, I will have myself in the dome as well, healing myself as
Yes, lawyer.
as he's shooting at them. To
It
heal
appears that I
and protect myself.
I've just remembered I have a rockets, correct?
Yes.
Big boom time. Basically, new strat is just collapse all the buildings because I can amp the recoil on the bomb.
Okay. So
So I'm going to make priority for everybody who's not throwing Molotovs to simply just level the city.
all
Got
right.
him fucked around. He got a kill streak. He's on tactical nuke time.
Okay.
So basically, everything's falling down on everything, and there's only rubble left, and those rebels are also being bombarded.
So, does anyone have a defense for that? If a building is falling on you,
I'd like it to be the if I see like a building falling on a civilian or one of my old guys, kind of like rush to grapple, carry on back and teleport away.
my people are in trouble. Portal.
Put away and Undying, you said you can heal people through domes.
Correct.
In that case, if I ever notice any one of the other three people getting hurt, I'd like to like swoop and snatch him away and put him in a dome. As well as if I get too injured, put him in a dome as well. Put myself in a dome a little bit.
Dome me. All right.
It's a domeable.
Does anyone else have any defense against that?
Man, other than cover myself in like hardened roots, not really.
I mean, could you also try to support a building if it falls?
Well, if it's starting to
Really?
fall, I mean, I could try, but as much weight is right there. Like, it's one thing if it's just weak and could go, but when it's already going, I would definitely try, but I doubt roots are even like heavy duty roots are going to have the structural strength to stop the fall.
Also,
At
a guy
best, I
could
can
also-
try to.
You do summon a lot of roots. You can slow it down, but
Well, no, I mean, I can do that much, but like as far as like stopping the actual fall, I don't know that I could do that with roots.
I mean,
Alright.
you could slow it. You can slow it till you get away, then drop it on the rest of the army.
I wouldn't stop
Fair
it
enough.
or slow it. I would direct it at them.
like smack the building with roots.
It's kind of one of those redirect. Yeah, if you put all the roots on one side, I get what he's saying. Like, and basically just force it to start collapsing in one direction.
Okay.
I think Undying could also just put his bubble and like just at least stop a building from collapsing on himself, so I can get to him.
Nah, not exactly a full building. He'd get squeezed.
No. Could you make it to like the
Yes, please save me.
multiple layer domes?
Yes.
Yeah.
The
I would
building
just
is
lay
still
it-
going to shatter them all. It's a building.
Would it delay enough for me to get into and grab him?
It won't slow down as much as you're thinking. Pretty much, he'd need to be preparing a lot ahead of time to do that.
Okay, I just want to see if I can.
You need to know like a good solid like minute ahead of time and start layering. I'm about to ask the last question. I'm about to loop back to Licht for how you're going to find people, but I'm going to mute myself real quick. Be right back.
I have come up with another strategy to find people and as well attack people. So I can say those both. One for
You
final.
guys have got pretty good team synergy. I'm not gonna lie. I like your team synergy.
I think our team is generally lacking compared to whatever the last match group was. That was a little annoying to fight against. I'll say.
Mm.
And then Lord has the ultimate counter power. I'd say. It's fucking.
Yeah.
Curse you and your force for not being able to show up.
You know, I kind of wish, like, other people, like, you know, I don't know,
Oh, no. We have three
I was-
people in the server that can do plant stuff.
3 people?
Yeah. Four.
Don't you have?
Sure, there's been a second plant type.
Duncan got plants. Lucky got plants. I think
Sir, a plant hit the Pentagon.
not again.
There's 3 plants. That's great. Excellent.
If Mr. Weed's name is anything to go by, he's also a plant. That's 4.
I don't know.
So we just need to recruit them.
Well, let me check the. Nah,
I'd say y'all will need me if y'all ever get hungry.
I need more people. Terra Nova quit.
I'm guessing Ivy's name also has something to do with plants.
Hello, mashed potatoes.
I'm not in line to say that.
I mean, I was there at the fight. He did plant stuff, so that was really funny. There's plants in Times Square.
Oh no. Yeah, I have 4 inactive members. That's great. Did
I may or may not have one. I don't know.
Let's see. Let me. Did I already add Adam? I did not. Adam seems like a pretty chill guy. Not gonna lie. Talk to him once.
I love Adam. I'm gonna be honest. I wish Adam would have been the guy you chose for this. To be honest.
Did you read his power?
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous, and it's over the top, and I love it.
I don't like that.
But the right person.
Yeah, it's the right person. We're thinking of the right guy. I
No,
fucking
like,
love it.
are you sure? Or
I read I understand it, and I think that he's gonna be fucking stupid.
Echo, just a quick question.
Yeah,
Where'd you read his power?
power comprehension.
He's not in that chat.
Oh, well, in that case, he must have DM'd it to me.
Okay. Making sure, did you,
Yeah, I understand what it sounds like, but I also know what it's gonna be like.
okay.
Because whereas me or you can read that and be like, oh, this, like other people can't.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to, make sure it's the same power. Alright. Anyways, I think you got
Dude,
it.
that power is cool as hell.
It wouldn't be too good for this, is what I was thinking.
I think if he gets an augment, it's perfect for this.
Augment?
Yeah, an augment's gonna make him dumb.
Dude, I wish I had him for the first part of these matches. Dude, I would have been invincible. Just straight up.
Dude, you're not far, are you?
Not far from... Yeah, true.
Which your boy got a little jump in points here recently. I'm thinking about boosting.
Think about boosting. I actually spending money to actually do this instead of being free to play Discord.
Well, we're kind of limited. Speaking of which,
Anyway.
did you remember to pay us? Are you sure? Because I don't think you remembered to pay us.
No,
Or at least you didn't really.
Pay me, bitch.
I paid y'all.
That's literally
Okay.
something I heard. Pay me. No.
I think we should have chat when somebody gets something, we put how much they earned and when they did it. Maybe.
I thought that's what receipt chat was gonna be.
Maybe we need to move receipt chat. Why is freaking receipt in the mod instead of it should be right beneath that. Yeah, 25 points for the. Great, you're the only one who's actually going to use that. Both Cobra
Yeah,
and. I'm so disappointed.
I need
that's the
money.
price you pay
Can I rob a
for
bank?
introducing backdating.
Can I rob a bank to get points?
No.
Yeah. Lawyer's the IRS. If you can beat him in a 1v1, you take as many points as you want.
Go ahead. Try it.
Do it.
Just remember that right now you're struggling against him in a 4v1. But, I mean, that granted, he does have an army.
Yes, he has an army. It's not really that more of a struggle. It's the fact that it's very weird how to actually fight him in this. He's the backup of an entire fucking army, so it's really bad. And the 1v1 is just me and him.
Okay.
I'll say, Licht is not the best for combat.
Sorry about that. So, Licht, what is your plan for searching?
So, in my mind, people who are running around, or who are running away from the combat, are also looking around to kind of stay active and be mobile around the field. They're eventually gonna trigger my power, or I'm gonna eventually find them and grab them. So kind of zigzag teleporting across the field. If I can't take glimpses of them, or vice versa, and just grab and teleporting away. Safety.
All right.
Mainly
All right. That's pretty good searchability. Anything else?
Yeah, if people are hiding near rubble or in rubble, they're looking around trying to see if they need to run away or something like that. They spot me. Same concept.
All right. Anything else?
For rescue side, I don't really think, honestly. I'll just try to find them or have them find me.
Okay. Lucky, are you going to be focusing on searching for the people?
So I probably need to. Question. Can I? Okay. Let's say, if something were to happen to my roots, would I be aware? If let's say someone destroys my roots, step on them, etc. Would I be aware of the dissolvement or destruction of the root itself, or no?
Nope.
All right, never mind. I had thought there, but I suppose I will probably also be trying to search. How many phosphoric plants that are roots based? Suppose I'm gonna probably be trying to do that. And perhaps, oh, I would say this: using like heavier, like woodier type roots. Perhaps trying to spawn some underneath sections of rubble to try and basically push the rubble up a little bit. Um, I don't know, and not the root I would use, but I don't know if you ever seen how poison oak will get like multiple inches in diameter and it's almost solid as wood. Um, I would like to try and attempt to do that, just because I'm kind of limited in how else my abilities can help on the search side. Oh no, I will say this: if I can spawn roots out of like maybe the sides of a building or anything like that, I would like to be able to climb, maybe to have a better vantage point, to have basically have some kind of viewpoint.
Okay. Okay. So using some nice vantage point things for a big ladder. Okay. Anything else?
No, I'd say that's about it. I'm not really sure offhand how I can apply this too well past that. So,
All right. Jungler, are you planning on searching for people?
No.
Still focusing on offense, solely offense.
fuck them people.
Yes.
All right. Undying, are you focusing on searching for people?
Aside from enhancing our senses, I am just going to order the force fields to push people away
Okay.
because they'll be quasi searching on their own.
All right then. So then let's get some final remarks. Starting off, Lawyer. Any final remarks?
Not really. Just a lot of bombs. Just all. It's just everything's blowing up, and I'm protected by my army. And good job, guys. Good job.
All right. Where'd Licht go?
I don't know.
Probably his parents or something. Maybe he got found his quiet spot.
All right then. Then we'll be going to Lucky. Final remarks.
I do not feel like I was overly useful, but I'm glad to be a part.
All right. Jungler. Any final strategies?
Nope.
Undying?
Nah, I think I pretty much said everything to say.
All right. Then Licht, he pretty much missed it, but he pretty much said all there was to say. Okay, Licht, final remarks.
Instead of dropping myself on Lawyer, I want to, like my last combat, instead of drop people on the army, or drop the army on themselves by kidnapping and dropping, and throwing.
So you're planning on getting one army guy, throwing him 50 yards up in the air, and then yum.
Or teleport things up here and throw them back to the ground.
Okay, and then having him do an impact.
Yeah, and repeat that to attack instead of throwing myself in the middle of combat. I don't know why I didn't think of that first.
All right, and with all of that, that is everyone's final remarks.